Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? We are back. We have a comic book video today. I know I usually post gaming and stuff like that, but I'm also slowly getting into comics. So we're going to talk about one of my favorite new issues that I found, Suicide Squad, King Shark. Now, when I say new issue, I mean new to me. I don't think this is actually a new series, but it's new to me. So we're going to talk about it. First things first, one, I love sharks. I've always loved sharks growing up. I had the little zoo books I used to watch. I used to love Shark Week, all that type of stuff. So you add a man shark in like the gritty, like R-rated, like bloody version, like the DC stories. Oh my god, I love it so much. Plus, first time I saw King Shark was in the Suicide Squad movie with Idris Elba and like Margot Robbie and all that kind of stuff. He was like the dumb version of it, which I like that version of him. That is usually how he is portrayed. But he's also a big ass shark, so he's not afraid. He may act like a kid, but imagine them violent as sociopathic little toddlers that you see walking around. Just give him a shark body with shark teeth, and that's King Shark. That's not the way. He there for a good time, but if you mess him up, you mess with his friends, he might eat you. So be careful. So get into King Shark one. Look at this cover, love it. Coming out flexing on him with belt and jeans. I don't think that's the normal kind of outfit that maybe a shark will wear, but hey, if he like it, I love it. I ain't got nothing to say about it. So, as some comics like to do, we get introduced to another character in King Shark's story called a Defacer. Starts out, you see Nightwing just kind of upset because she is just a graffiti artist. I don't know why, I don't know how she got a name, why she's classified as a villain, but she just does graffiti. Maybe against superheroes, so that kind of calls her a villain. But as you can see on the picture, it just says, is a big dick, pointing at his dick. So I'm sure she also drew a wiener on the other side, which, haha, funny, but just kind of juvenile shit. Not really a true villain. So hopefully we get into some real villains after this. Funny enough, they explained why she was, graffitiing the statue. Apparently they was together. He had some head injury being a superhero, lost his memory, forgot who she was for a second, didn't call her. She crazy. Ended up, graffitiing the statue. So Nightwing, look, if you're gonna mess with crazy girls, make it like superhero, super villain, like Harley Quinn or somebody like that. Don't be messing with no regular crazy girls when you out here being a superhero. You know what I mean? But for some reason, she ended up in Belle Rev. I think she had a big history of defacing a bunch of like large scale public monuments and whatever. So she's in a therapy circle led by Harley Quinn of none other, and they sitting here laughing at her because she's a supervillain in the biggest prison for supervillains that kill people, rob people, blow stuff up, do all type of bad stuff, and she's in there for graffiti. So obviously the defacer has a temper, clearly. So she started talking shit back to the lava girl saying, you look like somebody cooked trailer trash on the grill, which is hilarious in that moment, especially when you are a regular human with no power talking shit to a girl that's made out of lava. Lava girl is obviously hot-headed also, but so she ended up bossing up, started talking shit, flexing on her, and the defacer punched her square in her jaw. I know that had to hurt. I know it was like punching fire, but she had to set the tone. She not no bitch. You came back down and you talk shit, you get hit. I mean, that's really what it do. Harley Quinn had to step in, had to put the little nullifier on her powers, calm down, and who do we finally see? Donaway. He in there eating lunch, his little bucket of fish or whatever, playing Jenga with them big ass fingers, and talking about I smell blood, so we gonna see what happened next. Cuts over to the defacer eating by herself under the lunch table, and then the really nice guy who Nanaway is, because he got the mind of a child, comes over and say, oh, you went into a frenzy. I get into a frenzy where I lose my temper, so that could be something that we bond over. So he's trying to be a nice guy, has his fish on the table, trying to be cool, and she does not like it, which honestly, I would be scared too if a big ass shark came and started talking to me. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Also, I love the weasel in the back looking tweaked out. I know it would be more terrifying to have him walk around because he looked kind of like a human, but like not at all, with the beer gut and the fur all over with the red tweaked out eyes, looking like he on a cocaine heroin medley, ready to snap at any point. And obviously, Nanaway does not like being dismissed like that, so he throws the table, flexes, and shows a glimpse of that little frenzy that he was talking about that he also experiences. Unfortunate, don't want to piss off a shark, but we'll go from here. So now Obviously, Defacer is in the bathroom trying to clear herself up, and who comes back and sneaks her? Lava Girl. Don't know her name, but that's what we gonna call her. Punches her into the glass, and all you see is blood. And the funniest thing, the funniest response my boy said is, "I miss lunch." He had a whole plate of fish over there. He just walked up, he threw his fish. Okay, so he did kind of ruin his lunch. So he came in, heard that, protected his girl. I don't know how he can just eat lava people like that, but hey, King Shark's King Shark. So this little incident got her sent to the principal office for some reason. Scared Amanda Waller gonna blow up her head, but she kind of goes into the whole background behind King Shark because she doesn't understand why he protected her for some reason. So she's kind of giving a debrief. He used to, run scams and black markets down in Atlantis. He got beat up by Superboy attacking people in Hawaii, and he is a full shark. He's not half man, half shark. He's a full shark. So give the little debrief. Now it gets into why exactly she got called in there for whatever reason. So Amanda Waller explains that she has a deal with Nanawe's father, and King Shark is not just a code name. He is a literal king. So part of the deal, he gets detained most of the time for his crimes, but occasionally he gets to go home. And because of the way he is built, he's part shark. Well, he's full shark. They can't put one of those little bombs in the head to kind of make him, blow up if he doesn't listen. So because that Nanawe is friendly towards the Defacer, she will be the controlling aspect. If she threatens to blow her up, it may make Nanawe kind of, fall in line and does what he need to do because she has to let him go per the father's agreement. So to not have to deal with his father, she got to have some type of insurance that he'll actually come back because there's not really much that's going to force Nanawe to come back if he doesn't really want to. Boom. Ended up getting dropped into the water from however height. She really don't got no boost boots or whatever they want to call them, but dropped into the water off Hawaii, and they immediately get surrounded by a bunch of sharks. Then it cuts over to seeing Nanawe's actual father, who apparently is the god of all sharks. Now, from this angle, he looks huge. They don't really put Nanawe exactly next to him, so underwater you can't really see the scale of him, but I know this dude is unnecessarily huge because are those like whales in the top corner over there? We got killer whales, we got them all the way in the background. So like I'm saying, you can't see the true scale, but I know he's the god of all sharks, so he's got to be giant, he's got to be ancient, he's got to be some type a little bit magical. I don't know, he's got to have something. To be the Defacer in this moment is not enough protection in the world that's gonna get me surrounded by regular sharks for one, and then the god of all sharks, because there's not a single thing they can do to me that I can do to them or get away from them or anything. So like I'm terrified. I low-key might piss myself and it make them want to eat me even more. Hey, teach his own. So this is where it gets into the brunt of what this comic is about. He's saying, Nanawe, you need to be in peak form. You are representing my shark kingdom in the wild games. Now, obviously, Defacer being Defacer started talking shit like, oh, that sounds like it's sponsored by an energy drink. So bro says, shut up. You don't talk in this situation. I don't even know why you here. Keep your mouth shut. I'm talking to my son and the champion of our species. Shut your mouth. And after he said that, he said like, the streets are talking saying, sharks not the apex predator of the ocean no more. There's other animals out here that's bigger, badder, and better. And this is where we get, boom, sexy orca. Now, if you really want to get down to it, if you know a little bit about the animal kingdom, now killer whales and sharks are top two in my opinion. So that is a valid take. Now, I don't know the story of Orca the whale woman, but I know for orca, she's probably bad. I don't know any orcas to confirm, but in my opinion, Nanawe, they might have had a little something in the past. She's just a little jaded lover, but she's also might be the representative of the ocean, representative of her orca people, and she may be putting in the wild games too. But this is the end of the comic, so stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and yeah, if you want to see more comics, let me know. Tell me what comics you like. Tell me what comics you want me to see. Deuces.